3 days later, I received a check in the mail. $15,000, along with a handwritten note from Marcus. Dad, we're sorry. This is to repay you for the expenses we should have covered. Please don't file charges. For the kids' sake, please. We'll stay away like you wanted. Just please let this end here. 15,000. Not even half of what they'd taken, but more than I'd expected to ever see again. Rachel advised me to accept it. You could push for more, but it would mean lawyers, court appearances, family testimony. It would get ugly. This way, you get something back and can move forward. I deposited the check, but I didn't throw away the evidence. Just in case. Spring came to Dallas with a vengeance. Warm days and flowering trees. I started taking walks in the morning, something I hadn't had time for in 18 months. At the senior center, I met a man named Carlos who'd lost his wife around the same time I lost Sarah. We started playing chess on Thursday afternoons. He told me about his daughter, who'd tried to move in with him temporarily last year. I told her no, Carlos said, moving his bishop. She got mad, didn't talk to me for 6 months. But you know what? She eventually came around. Apologized even. Sometimes you have to love people enough to not let them use you. I joined a woodworking class. I'd always wanted to learn, but never had time. Now I had all the time in the world. I made a jewelry box for Sarah's sister, a toy truck for the neighbor's grandson, a bookshelf for myself. The act of creating something with my hands felt healing in a way I couldn't quite explain. Tommy and I started having dinner together once a week. His son had actually started calling him regularly, and their relationship was improving. He told me he respects me now, Tommy said. Weird how that works, huh? When you demand respect, sometimes people actually give it to you. 4 months after Marcus and Jennifer left, I received a letter. Not email, an actual letter, handwritten on real paper. Dear Grandpa, my name is Mason. You probably remember me, but I'm not sure, so I wanted to introduce myself again. I'm your grandson. I'm 9 years old, and I'm in 4th grade now. Mom says you don't want to see us anymore, and that we make you angry. But I don't think that's true, because you were always nice to me even when Mom and Dad were being mean to you. I heard them talking one night. They thought I was asleep, but I wasn't. Dad said some bad words about you, and Mom laughed. They said stuff about how they tricked you and took your money. I don't know what that means exactly, but it sounded really bad. I'm sorry they did that to you. I'm sorry we had to leave. I miss you a lot. I saved your phone number in my secret place. When I'm bigger, maybe I can call you without Mom and Dad knowing. I hope you're not sad. Dad says you're probably happy we're gone, but I don't believe him. Love, Mason. I held that letter in my shaking hands and cried harder than I'd cried since Sarah's funeral. He knew, on some level, that boy knew what his parents had done, and he'd taken the risk of writing to me anyway. I wrote back immediately, sending the letter to their new address. Dear Mason, I remember you very well. You're my grandson, and I love you very much. I never wanted you to leave, and I'm not happy you're gone. I only wanted your parents to treat me with respect, and they chose to leave instead. You're not responsible for what grown-ups do. None of this is your fault. When you're old enough to make your own choices about who you spend time with, I'll be here. Until then, know that your grandpa is doing okay and thinking about you. I'm proud of you for writing to me. That took courage. Love always. Grandpa. I don't know if he ever got that letter. I never received a response. But I kept writing, 1 letter a month, sending them all to the same address. Maybe they were thrown away. Maybe Marcus intercepted them. Or maybe, somewhere, Mason was keeping them in his secret place, reading proof that someone loved him enough to keep trying. I'm 69 now. A year has passed since I stood up for myself in my own home. The house is quieter, but it's mine again. Every piece of furniture is where I want it. Every dollar I spend is my choice. I eat when I'm hungry, sleep when I'm tired, and answer to no one. I've started volunteering at the senior center, teaching basic home repair skills to other elderly folks. Last week, I helped a woman understand that her nephew had been scamming her out of her pension for 2 years. She cried, but she also thanked me. You gave me permission to save myself, she said. Tommy and I went to see his grandson's baseball game last weekend. The boy pitched a no-hitter. Afterward, he ran to Tommy and hugged him, shouting, "Did you see, Grandpa? Did you see?" I felt the old ache of missing Mason and Lily. But it was softer now. Grief that was healing rather than festering. Carlos is teaching me chess strategies. I'm learning to paint with watercolors. I've lost 15 pounds from walking every morning. My doctor says I'm the healthiest I've been in 5 years. Last month, I got a Facebook friend request from a name I didn't recognize. When I clicked on it, I saw it was Jennifer's account. But the profile picture was Mason, older now, grinning at the camera with missing front teeth. The friend request included a message. "Grandpa? It's me. I'm 10 now. Can we talk?" I don't know what comes next. Maybe Marcus and Jennifer found out and shut it down. Maybe Mason got in trouble for reaching out. Or maybe, and this is what I let myself hope on good days, maybe that boy is old enough now to start building his own relationship with his grandfather, separate from his parents' choices. Either way, I'm here. Living in my house, living by my rules, living with dignity. And I'm ready when he is. Moral lessons. 1. Love without boundaries is not love. It's servitude. True family love means mutual respect. If someone demands you sacrifice your dignity, your financial security, or your basic human rights as proof of your love, that's not love, that's exploitation. Real love never requires you to destroy yourself to prove your devotion. 2. Family is not a free pass. To abuse the word family gets weaponized to excuse terrible behavior. Yes, family members deserve patience and second chances. But they don't deserve unlimited chances to hurt you. Biology doesn't grant anyone the right to take advantage of your kindness. 3. Setting boundaries doesn't make you cruel. Standing up for yourself feels uncomfortable, especially when the people you're standing up against play victim. You'll be called selfish, mean, ungrateful. But protecting your own well-being isn't cruelty, it's survival. The guilt you feel doesn't mean you're wrong. It means you've been conditioned to prioritize others' comfort over your own dignity. 4. Financial abuse of elderly people is a silent epidemic. We talk about physical abuse and neglect, but financial exploitation of elderly family members is rampant and rarely discussed. Adult children moving in temporarily and never leaving. Borrowing money that's never repaid. Taking over finances to help. If you're an older person experiencing this, you're not alone, and help is available. 5. Asking for help is strength, not weakness. Robert's turning point came when he accepted help from adult protective services and an attorney. Pride keeps many people trapped in abusive situations. Accepting professional help isn't admitting defeat, it's choosing survival. 6. Children eventually understand truth. Parents can poison children against grandparents temporarily. But as kids grow up, they start questioning the narrative they've been fed. Mason's letter proved this. If you're being kept from grandchildren unfairly, know that the truth has a way of emerging as children mature and form their own judgments. 7. Your peace is worth more than their comfort. Marcus and Jennifer were comfortable living rent-free, being served, and having all expenses paid. Robert's demand for respect shattered their comfort. They retaliated because comfortable parasites don't want their host to wake up. Your peace of mind is worth more than someone else's entitlement. 8. The pattern won't change unless you change it. Robert's situation didn't develop overnight. It was 18 months of gradual boundary erosion. Each time he let something slide, the next demand grew bigger. The only way to stop the pattern is to draw a hard line, even when it costs you relationships. 9. You can't save people from their own choices. Robert couldn't save Marcus and Jennifer from their own dishonesty and entitlement. He could only save himself. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let people face the consequences of their actions, even when they're family. 10. It's never too late to reclaim your life. At 68, Robert rebuilt his life. He made new friends, learned new skills, found new purpose. Age doesn't disqualify you from deserving respect or having agency over your own existence. Your life isn't over just because you're older. Sometimes it's just beginning. To anyone reading this who sees themselves in Robert's story, you deserve respect. You deserve autonomy. You deserve to live without exploitation, even from people you love. Seeking help isn't betrayal, it's self-preservation. And to anyone reading this who sees themselves in Marcus and Jennifer's story, the people supporting you won't be there forever. Respect them while you have them. Gratitude and reciprocity aren't optional. They're the foundation of any healthy relationship. Family is what you make it, but it should never cost you everything you are.